Revo, congratulations on the new contract up there in Toronto. It's the ultimate compliment from your general manager. So I want to know, do you go in day one of training camp in the dressing room and just start screaming at everybody? He wanted noise.
100%. I'm chirping everybody in that locker room right off the bat, especially the guys who let me score 2 on them 2 years ago. So we'll see how that goes.
Hey, Ryan, thanks for joining us and congrats on your new deal in Toronto. Two-part question. How was your time with the Minnesota Wild and my buddy Billy Guerin, who I got to talk with you a little bit near the end of the season there in New Jersey? And what does Toronto expect for you? What do you want to bring besides that passion that you always bring throughout your career?
Yeah, my time in Minnesota was unbelievable. It was, one of the harder decisions I've made because, that locker room was really good. I got a lot of respect for Billy. He's a good friend. And, I love playing with him. I'd go to war with him any day. I think it just came down to I'm getting a little older and, Minnesota's in a little bit of a cap crunch right now with those 2 guys that got bought out. So, it's going to be tough for them to make some moves around the trade deadline unless there's a big injury, obviously. So, I just want to win. This is going into my 14th year, and I don't have a cup yet. I just want to catch a cup. And to be honest, when Toronto came out with the 3-year deal at 36, it's hard to turn that down. So, that's how that went. Tough leaving those guys, but I'm happy to be in Toronto. Second part, what was the question?
What am I coming in to do? I might have went a little too ahead of myself here, Ryan. But no, just what are you going to bring to the Leafs besides that passion, and what do they expect from you from your first conversation with the general manager in the Leafs organization?
Yeah, I think, exactly what I do on every team I go to. I want to be a voice in the locker room. I want to help the young guys. Obviously, the physical play, making sure guys feel, protected on the ice and, so they can play a little bit taller. I think everything that I do whenever I come into a new room, I never come in shy. I never come in quiet. I tend to be the loudest guy in the room right off the bat, even if I don't know anybody. So, nothing's going to change there. Just another veteran voice that, obviously I've never won, but I've been on a couple good runs, so I know what it takes to win. And, I just want to bring that to the team. It's a really good team there. They got a lot of good firepower, maybe not the grit for the last couple of years. So, bring a little bit of that too.
Yeah, like you talk about, you've been on some good teams, had some good playoff runs. Toronto's still trying to get to that next level, right? They got so much talent, but they just won a round, but that's as far as they've been with this core. What can you bring just from the, the experience that you've got playing on teams that have had good runs in the playoffs, that have been good teams as well, that you think might help this team, whether it's in the room or on the ice?
I think the best teams that I've ever played on is teams that when we go into the playoffs, up and down the lineup play big. And, it's not just about me going out and running around and trying to lay everybody out. It's about, 20 guys on the ice taking little baby runs at somebody in a playoff series, that constantly wears guys out when it's, shift after shift, line after line. I hope to bring a little bit of that. I think sometimes when I come on a team, guys tend to play a little taller because they know the repercussions might not be there because I got their back. So hopefully they feel that way when I get there. But I hope to just kind of, tell them my experiences that I've had and what works. And sometimes, talk them through when things aren't going well.
You talked about loving the room in Minnesota, and it feels like everywhere you've gone the last couple of stops, everybody loves you inside that room. In your opinion, what makes a good room?
Oh, man. Guys who like to go out for beers.
There we go.
That's a good room right there.
Yeah, we got a good room here.
Yeah,
we would have got along just fine back.
I'd be in that room any day.
We would have got along just fine back in the day, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm sure. No, to me, it's a room that, nobody's not in, everybody's included, no matter what you're doing. If you're on the road, if you're at home and something's happening, it's not, I have this little clique over here, we're going to go and, you guys do your own thing. It's, everybody just throws out the invite. And if you want to come, you can come. If not, that's fine. But I think as long as everybody feels included in everything, guys go out on the road and have dinners, not just sitting in their rooms playing Xbox all day. Those are good rooms, guys that, like to be at the rink every single day with each other. They have fun at the rink. Those are important things. Those things really help teams win.
Okay, I'm going to lighten it up a little bit here, have a little fun with you, Ryan. I know you have a running joke or play around with Biz Nasty, right? I know you guys went at it on the ice. So I know you have 3 years left, a new 3-year deal, but can I be the promoter of the boxing match you two are going to have in the ring when it comes?
You know what? You can walk me out to my music. You can be my hype guy. All right? We're going to get you a nice afro wig, and you walk out with some nice shades. You're going to look nice.
I love it, man. Good stuff. Good stuff.
So you got some good style to you too, right? And I know you probably pay attention to other guys around the league. And we know in Toronto, they've got some guys that like to dress it up a little bit, Austin and Willie and Mitch and all that. Like, where are you stepping into that team in terms of the style rankings?
I got to say I'm at least top 5. I might have to get a couple new suits, a couple darker suits now. Yeah, but I got to be at least top 5 on the team already.
Yeah. I can respect that. Hey, what's your summer look like? I know we're just July 2nd right now, and obviously the big news for you came on July 1, but how do you kind of approach there we go. I was like, we lost him, but yeah, no, that's looking pretty good.
No, that's what my summer looks like. I literally live in that pool. It's hot out in Vegas. I'm sweating already right now, so yeah, we were in the pool for about 6-7 hours yesterday, 6-7 the day before. That's all I do here.
Hey, speaking of Vegas.
Train and swim.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of Vegas, obviously you were a big part of that Vegas Golden Knights team, and we know what they just accomplished a couple of weeks ago. What are your thoughts on what they did and maybe what that town kind of means to that team and what that team, more importantly, means to that town?
Yeah, I'm sure it was really special. You know, the way the team came together that first year, after the events that happened in October, and they really embraced the team. It's the first sports team, major sports teams that's been here. So, the team fell in love with them, obviously. Not making playoffs last year and then all of a sudden jumping right back in and winning the cup. I could only imagine what the Strip was like when they won. But, the Knights mean a lot to this city. I know that. And I'm sure it was special for, not just the players to be able to win the cup, but to bring a cup to Vegas.
Well said. Well, Ryan, we appreciate you taking a few minutes of your time to spend with us here. Like you said, I love the summer plans. It looks good. Enjoy that pool and certainly enjoy that new contract. And we look forward to seeing you in a Leaf sweater coming up in a couple of months.
I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
All right, Ryan Reaves of the Toronto Maple Leafs.